Hey everybody, it's Kelly. Welcome back to Crooked Path Studios, where we use art as rehearsal for the uncertainty of chronic illness. We're going to be doing different forms of playful mark making today, and I've divided the videos into several smaller, shorter videos based on the different types of drawing. So you can come back and easily access these as you need to. I have found that these drawings give me energy when I'm low on energy. They're all rated for a low energy level, so a 1 or a 2. But because they do tend to give you energy, you may want to bookmark them so you can come back and use them in the future. I've also used them while at work when I needed to build some energy a bit. So we'll be doing 4. The first one is a playful animal drawing. The next one is a dry mark making. And this will be using pens, pencils, crayons. And then the next one is a fluid mark making. So we'll be using paints, watercolors, anything that has a fluid media in it. And then the final one is a guided drawing. And this is a bilateral drawing. We'll be using both hands at the same time. We're exploring playful mark making today for a couple of reasons. First, it is our original form of self-expression. We could make marks before we could talk. So this brings us back to ourselves. Second, it is a form of somatic experiencing. We're going to be focusing on the sound the media makes going across the surface, the texture of the surface, the color, the line quality, how your body moves as you're making the marks. And all of these help us release feelings and experiences that are trapped in our bodies and get them out on paper. Finally, third, it helps us focus on process, not product, and it moves us toward play and curiosity and experimentation. And I think we all need some more play in our lives. So I want you to let go of planning, control, and expectations today, and focus on the process. Ignore and let go of any expectations you have for making a picture or a drawing. Focus on the materials in your hand and invite your senses into your practice today.
For this playful animal mark-making activity, you'll need pencils or markers or crayons. If you want to have a variety to choose from, get whatever you can find. Regular pens or charcoal also work. You'll also need some paper to draw on. It could be copy paper or brown wrapping paper that comes from an Amazon box. If you have a sketchbook, you can also use that. You may want to put something underneath of your paper to protect the table that you're working on. And why don't you pause the video and go collect your mark-making materials.
I invite you to make one mark that represents how you feel right now. Using whatever media that is going to best represent that, just take 10 seconds and make that mark. All right. Here's mine right now. Filming days are a learning curve for me, and I'm always a little anxious when I have to film. Okay, to begin our playful animal drawing, I invite you to take a breath, maybe 2. In and out. In, 2, 3. Out, 2, 3. And now I invite you to close your eyes. If closing your eyes makes you dizzy, then go ahead and keep them open, but stare at a point just in front of you and have a soft gaze. I want you to imagine that you're in a park or a forest and there's a squirrel. And you're watching this squirrel. How does it move? What is it doing? Observe it for a few moments. And when you have it in your imagination, I want you to open your eyes and pick up whatever media is speaking to you, whether that's the pen or the pencil, a crayon, piece of charcoal, and a paper or the surface that you're going to mark on.
Okay, so pick a media that you want to use. We're going to pretend that your hand and the media are a squirrel in a park. And I want you to think about, how does a squirrel move? How fast do they move? What's the quality of their movement? What is this squirrel doing in the park? And you're just going to pick a spot to start on your paper. Anywhere is fine. And then close your eyes or look straight ahead so you can't really see your paper. Focus on something in front of you and don't look at your paper. We're just going to start moving our media around like it's a squirrel in a park. Is it hunting for something? Is it running from a dog? Is it climbing up some trees? Trying to get some nuts for the winter? And then notice your breath. How's your breath doing? And how is... I thought I turned my phone off. Oh well. Slight interruption there. How does it feel to move your media, whatever it is, pencil or pen, across the paper? Is it smooth or not? Just keep moving around like you're a squirrel. You know, they kind of hop. He's trying to get some nuts. Let's give it another 10 seconds or so. See what your squirrel wants to do. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop. And then look down and see what you have. This is a very interesting drawing. It looks like a map almost. I guess it's a map of where my squirrel was in the park. I kind of like the quality of this line. This is very interesting. And I want you to notice your breath right now. How's it different from when you started? Mine is a little deeper, and I feel a little more relaxed and open and curious. And that's a good thing. All right. We might try this with a different type of paper. We're going to definitely turn off that phone. Different type of paper and a different media, and see what that does. Pick another piece of paper, whatever you want to use. This time we're going to use our non-dominant hand. For me, that is my left hand. And we're going to pretend that we are a snail today for this drawing. So pick a place where you want to start, and then again, don't look at your paper. Just begin to move whatever drawing instrument you picked up. Begin to move it like you're a snail. Snails are slow. They don't make sharp turns. They just randomly go wherever. And I'm not looking at the paper. I am actually looking straight ahead of me. I am staring at a spray bottle that's full of water. And I'm just really feeling how the pencil, it's a very big fat pencil, is moving across the paper. I'm sort of aware of where it is on the paper. And I forgot to turn my phone off again. Oh well. I'm also noticing my hand is sliding down this pencil the more that I move it, and I'm gripping it really hard, and I don't know why. Probably because it's my left hand. So this is a really weird experience. Usually I don't grip pencils this tightly, especially when I'm drawing. So there's something to notice. We're just gonna go for like another 20 seconds or so. Then we'll take a look at this drawing. I'm also gonna say right now, the rest of the room is sort of disappearing here, and all I can really see and focus on is this spray bottle. Everything else is getting kind of blurry. So I guess I'm in a meditative flow state. All right. See how you're doing, how you're feeling. And we're going to count down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and call it done. All right, take your hand away and look down, see what we have. So that's my snail. That's pretty interesting. Just as a line and a shape. Oh, I kind of like that. Now I want to see what a different instrument would do. So I used this. Let's see what something with a finer point is going to do if our snail maybe was a pen. So let's see what happens when I do that. So I'm going to pick a spot to start. Let's see, I kind of picked down there before. Let's start over here. Interesting. I love these shapes. This is actually kind of cool. I like my snail. I just think that's a really great shape and line. I really like those. Let's see what they look like from here. Oh, I like what's going on here. Snails cross over their paths quite often. So, okay. All right, put your squirrel and snail drawing together. Either stand them up against something or lay them flat on the table, and then stand up and try and back away from them a bit so you get a little distance from them. And take a look. What do you notice about your experience making these drawings? What did you discover making these drawings? How did it feel to let go of control by not looking at the paper? How could this activity be helpful to you during the day?
I invite you to post your drawings and your reflections and experiences about playful mark making in the notes section of my Substack. Let's start a discussion about playful mark making there. And I also recommend that you keep these drawings. They are excellent used in collage, and it's a great way to start building your collage fodder collection. Also, as I said in the beginning, these drawings give me energy, so I do them periodically throughout the week, particularly on days that I know that I might be stressed or I can feel that exhaustion coming on. I'll just sit down and do one, and it does sort of level set for the day. So I hope you'll use them in your own well-being. This is one of the types of therapeutic arts activities that I lead, and if you found this helpful or insightful, then please consider becoming a member of our wayfinding community, where we do more project-based activities and explore different artistic media, still in a very playful sense, right? Process over product. And of course, make sure you tell a friend to join us on this crooked path. I'll see you next time.